Welcome back. The United States Air Force's Band of the Golden West has free concerts on the Central Coast starting this weekend. I'm joined by Lieutenant Colonel Christina Moore-Urrutia, who's going to tell us more about the Sierra Winds. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So first, I want to hear about the general mission of the Golden West Band and the Sierra Winds.
Sure. So the mission of the United States Air Force bands in general is to honor, inspire, and to connect. Honor our nation and our flag through performances in the surrounding area, to inspire patriotism in our nation's citizens, as well as inspire people to join the Air Force and to serve, and then to connect with the American public and our partners to make sure that we get the strategic defense of our nation.
And how many different national service member bands are there?
So there are multiple bands from various services, but for the Air Force in particular, we have 11 that are stationed around the world. Our band in particular covers 5 states, from Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, and Arizona. And so they're regional in nature.
Wow, and which instruments will we hear from specifically today?
Sure, so today you're going to hear from Sierra Winds. That's one of our 2 woodwind quintets, and we're going to hear flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, and French horn.
Wow, I'm excited to hear this. And the question everyone wants to know, where are these performances going to be?
Sure, so they're going to be in and around the local area here. So first of all, we're going to be at the Ridley Tree Cancer Center. That's today, and it's mostly for the patients and staff, but also open to the public. And then on the 24th, we'll be at United Methodist Church in Camarillo. On the 25th, Calvary Baptist Church in Lompoc, and then finally at Montecito Covenant Church here in Santa Barbara.
Wow, so many great opportunities to get to see that, and we're actually lucky enough that we have a few members of the Sierra Winds here with us today, and without further ado, I want to welcome them to us, and we'll hear from them right now. Wow, so much talent. Thank you so much for making the way all the way to Santa Barbara, and thank you so much for joining us as well. We will have all the details about these performances and details about the Sierra Winds on our mobile app and website. Now we're going to turn things over to Mackenzie Lake to have a check on our forecast.
ahead and talk about our forecast. We're seeing some beautiful conditions as you do head out the door. It's looking a little bit on the cooler side, maybe a little bit cloudy, but still a beautiful morning. Here we have a live look out at the Santa Barbara Yacht Club. It was a beautiful sunrise as well, and we're going to continue to see temperatures warming up very nicely for the day. So winds have transitioned back to offshore winds. Take a look at these wind speeds here, not on the breezy side throughout the region, but maybe a little bit blustery up in Morro Bay, 16 miles per hour there. But these winds are helping us keep these temperatures on the warmer side, and of course high pressure building into the region, so some hotter, drier air dominating the central coast, and that's why we're going to continue to see an almost summer-like day. So take a look here, future track winds again, 8:30 in the morning, not seeing too much of a difference here in Santa Barbara, maybe an 8-mile-per-hour wind speeds, 13 miles per hour up in Morro Bay, but you're definitely going to be feeling these drier conditions. So of course with these drier winds working in, we're still going to be seeing those warmer temperatures. Santa Ynez by about 1 p.m. there, looking to be a little bit on the breezier side. So winds picking up pretty quickly, but weaker Santa Ana winds expected for the day. We'll continue to see the evening hours calmer, and we're going to continue to see a very, very pleasant Friday on tap. So take a look here, perfect day to head to the park. Temperatures again back up into the 60s and 70s through the region, so anywhere upwards of 8 to even 10 degrees above average. A perfect day for a walk, maybe go out to the beach as well, and definitely enjoy these calmer and drier conditions while they last, because of course we're tracking yet another area of low pressure that's going to bring in more rain. So future track radar here shows today and tomorrow into our Saturday looking pretty nice here, but some very unsettled conditions brewing off in the coast. So those coastal areas and that moisture were getting worked into the region Sunday night into Monday morning, but rainfall amounts luckily looking to be on the lighter side. We're going to be expecting upwards of 1/2 of an inch in some areas, maybe only 1/10 of an inch in other areas. Very minimal impacts with this next storm system. But of course, keep in mind here, the soil is already extremely saturated from all of those atmospheric rivers and those intense showers that we've seen these last few weeks here. But as far as our day today, again, 73 there in San Luis Obispo, a pretty significant difference towards the coastal areas, just under 70 degrees in Avila Beach. Pismo Beach, a beautiful 67 there. We do have a wind advisory in effect as well, only for those areas down toward Ventura County, so keep in mind here, if those winds are strong enough, we could actually be seeing some uprooting in trees, mainly in those higher elevation areas, as those gusts could be upwards of 50 miles per hour, just because the soil is so saturated. But other than that wind advisory, no other watches, warnings, or advisories to keep an eye on. And again, just a beautiful day to start out our weekend. So take a look at our 7-day forecast here. Pretty minimal difference as we head on into Saturday. High pressure still dominating the region. Those winds will slowly but surely transition back to that sea breeze and that onshore flow. So that means temperatures cooling off a few degrees. Heading on into our Sunday, that's when that low pressure system creates some cooler and some more unsettled conditions. We have the light chance for some rain Sunday night into Monday morning. But by Tuesday, starting to dry out, seeing those mostly sunny skies and then temperatures quickly rebounding back to normal. Joey and Krista, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Time now for some entertainment news.
Sold-out crowds filled up the Arlington Theater in Santa Barbara for UCSB's Arts and Lecture Series to see a New York selling author.
I really am happy to be here tonight. It's true.
As guests arrived, they couldn't wait to get to their seats. Abraham Verghese was on hand. He is a New York Times bestseller. The book written by him is called The Covenant of Water, came out in May to widespread critical acclaim, and he was announced to Oprah's book club. She says it's one of the best books that she's ever read in her life.
I'm going to be in Santa Barbara tonight. And I said, oh, I'm going to mark my calendar to make sure that I am in town in Santa Barbara on that night so that I could share this experience with you all.
The book will be adapted for a film and was named to Amazon's 100 books that you should read in your lifetime.
Well, actress Lindsay Lohan is starring in a new rom-com.
What brings you to Ireland?
A wedding.
No, congratulations.
Oh no, it's not mine. It's my friend's.
She plays Maddie, a woman who wishes to switch places with her best friend at their wedding to marry her true love. But after that wish comes true, she finds herself falling in love with someone else. Irish Wish debuts in theaters on March 5th.
Before her Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? A former talk show host, Wendy revealed she was diagnosed with aphasia and dementia. The documentary will show the personal and health issues that led to the end of her long-running talk show and her getting a guardian. You can watch Where is Wendy Williams on Saturday night.
Thanks so much for joining us on Channel 11. We're back Monday morning at 7 o'clock.
Great day on tap, great weekend weather-wise, and a
Yes.
great weekend to go out for a free concert.
Yes, definitely. So we do want to leave you with hearing from the Sierra Winds yet again. Again, we'll have details about their performances on our website at keyt.com. Have a great rest of your Friday, everyone.